Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Jayco Eagle HT 25.5 REOK fifth wheel. Guys, picked a cool unit here. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. So a few things to take into consideration. Of course, on your campsite, your awning, there'll be plenty of room for that to come out. On your off campsite, most importantly, your slides. Make sure there's plenty of room for them to come in and out unhindered. Preferably nothing hanging over top of them. And leave yourself a nice walking space. Next thing I want you to think about is where your power and water connections are going to be. Yours are going to be just toward the front on the driver's side of your tow vehicle, on the off camp side of your trailer, power and docking station. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, first thing you're going to do is unhook your hitch. Coming inside here to your auto leveling system, we're going to hold down both these buttons till we get a green light. Once we have a green light, we can raise or lower your hitch, and then you're just going to hit auto level. Once you're off your trailer, go ahead, or off your vehicle, go ahead and auto level. That'll run down all your auto leveling system. Once we've got our unit level and stable, we can go ahead and hook up our power and water. Furrion cords, they go in, wiggle to the left and twist to the right, and your black washer will go on. At the end of that 50 amp service, should you need it, is a 50 to 30 dog bone. And if you need to plug in at home, 30 to 110 adapter comes in your convenience pack as well. Got our power hooked up, let's hook up our water. I'll move this spray port out of the way here. Now we can see things better. So Jayco made it real easy. You got two handles to turn and simple instructions. So we are going to a campsite, so we're going to do city fill. It is already set at city fill. Green to the left, blue to the right. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Use this when putting water into your unit here. Hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Come right over here and open up your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point, making sure our drain plug's back in. Throw some plumber's tape on here, put our drain plug back in there nice and snug. Once that's in there tight, you can go ahead and turn on your hose. Now after your hose has been on for a little while, go inside. You can deploy your slides at this time because we're level and stable. And go ahead and turn on your water. Open up your taps, get the air out of the lines. Once you have a steady flow of water coming through them, you know that your hot water heater is full and you can turn it on from indoors. There is an on-off electric element right here. The only time you're ever going to want to turn that on is if you're hooked up to 110. If you're hooked up to 110, turn it on here as well as indoors. Hot water heater doesn't seem to be working. Check to see if these are bubbled out. Push it back in. It's a pressure reset button, and then your pressure release valve. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to hook up to city water. We are going to go dry docking. We're going to go dry docking. First thing we're going to do is fill our tank. Green to the left, blue down. Fill it in the same spot. The way to tell when it's full is go inside and hold your fresh water button down where you check your battery, fresh and black and gray tanks. Hold your fresh water button down. That'll tell you when that's full. Once that is full, then you would turn it to dry camp. That down, blue to the left, and then turn on your water pump. Remember, tank fill, dry camp, turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when hooked up to city water. That's already pressurized. You have a hot water bypass. You will turn that to bypass, and then you will winterize here. Hook it up on this side. Continuing to go throughout here, you've got this spray port or outdoor shower. There's a hose for that. Another spot to hook that up on the other side. Again, your bypass. Also prepped for solar. You can plug in a solar panel here and that'll trickle charge your batteries. Cable, satellite, or auxiliary hookup. Your black tank flush, we'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. Winterized water. Here's your handles to pull when we're pulling our black and gray tanks, and a convenient area to run your water hoses down through. Up here in the front of your pass-through storage, these lights you can turn into motion, sensor, or regular light. Again, your auto leveling system. This is your battery disconnect. That'll disconnect all the battery power to the unit. That'll come important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide propane detector. Speaking of propane, there's your propane, there's your regulator. Lefty-loosey, pointed toward the tank you wish to be using. Continuing on your off-camp side is a flue for your furnace. Two things on this. One, if you are running your furnace, steer clear of this, it'll get rather warm. And two, make sure nothing's ever blocking that. Here's where we'll hook up our sewage. And there's our low point drains. You have another low point drain. Be easier to get to when your slide's closed for your potable water. Come around to the back of the unit, you have a ladder. Utilize it, go up there a couple times a year. Check your seams and caulk as needed. You also prep for a Furrion backup camera. Device you purchase from our store that electronically communicates with that device, giving you a backup camera. Coming around here to your outdoor grill area. See, that stays up by itself. You can set a grill. Oh, here's your grill. Pull this out. Underneath here should be a hose connect there and quick connect there. And there's your hose for connecting that. Electric fridge. Lighting. Also prepped for a TV back here. 110. And Furrion sells a pre-wired Bluetooth Furrion Bluetooth speaker. This is pre-wired for it. You can hook it up here or you can, another spot indoors, but that's something you'd have to order from Furrion. Your awning, I've ran it just about all the way out. This is a vent for your microwave. Another spot for that blue hose to hook up and spray this side of the unit off. Outdoor speakers, a step light. Pass-through storage. Hose for winterizing. Hand crank for your spare tire. Manual spare tire is right there. There's a hand crank for that. Also prep for TV. Plug cable in 110 in out here. And set a television out here. Your other propane tank. Coming up front. Just want to mention your batteries. Check your battery posts when you arrive. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. So stepping up into your unit, we'll first walk right up in here and turn on some lights. And then I always like to start out with fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. We're going to come right in to our steps in the hallway and come up the wall here, starting at the bottom. Access panel to your breaker box and fuses. This is a temperature reader. You'll see a few of those throughout the unit. That helps the furnace to work better. Lighting. Skip past the J command up here to this template. This is where it's wired for solar. Keep that template on there in case anyone ever decides to completely wire this unit for solar. Now let's talk about your J command by BM Pro. Turn on your light over here. There is an app, BM Pro app. You can stand outside and open up your awnings, your slides, turn on and off your lights, everything from your phone. So let's go through this. Starting with our temperature, we can turn on there. We compare our device here. Here's where we can check our tanks. Here's where we can turn on or off our water pump, electric heater, or gas heater. The heater, if hot water heater if you're hooked up to electric, hot water heater if you're hooked up to gas. All we do is simply come over here and just hit on. Go to the next panel, your awning. Go ahead. You can go to awning and just hit extend, just to show you. You only want to run that out until that flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see that bar. I will show you we'll extend past that. So keep an eye on it when you're running it out. Make sure you don't run it out too far. Run that back in here real quick. Should be our awning lights there. Alright, we got our awning back in. We'll carry on this control panel. Next, close your door so you can hear this AC come on. Go ahead, go down through the modes, turn your AC on. You can hear it. Go down here and turn your fan on high. That's better. Now we can, let's go back, change our mode to off. Here it's shut off. Now we're going to change our mode to heat. Let your heater kick on. Well, it's set at 75, so we're going to have to, it's 81 in here, we're going to have to set it a little higher to get the heat to come on. There, the heat's on. Go down here, shut that off. You'll notice the heat fan takes a few minutes to shut off, then everything else does. So going back through, again, you can pair your device here. The advanced, I think, forget all devices, okay. That's to shut them off. You can go down here and check the temperature of the unit. Change it from AC to Fahrenheit. And here's where you can see your tanks filling up. And here's where you can turn on your pumps, etc. So down here, lighting. Number 1, we'll turn on everything. Number 2, exterior. Number 3, everything off. Another spot to turn on your water pump. And another spot to go straight to your temperature. On the island over here, on your kitchen area, 110 with GFCI reset. Another one of the Bluetooth speaker hookups. Here is your 12 volt carbon monoxide propane detector. The reason I mention it's 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you are boondocking, nothing plugged in charging your battery, use that battery disconnect to keep this running your battery down while you're gone. Coming into the kitchen, we have a self-explanatory microwave. See that working. Start. Let's go, where's our lights? Oh, lights and everything is down here. Fan and light. Your cooktop. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light. Turn this to light. Hit your spark and there's your flames. Same thing on your oven. Turn this to light. Hit your spark. That'll light your oven and then just set it to the desired temperature. Your Furrion fridge. They have a note on here that it's hard to latch. I think they're going to take care of you on that. Your Insignia TV. See if I can find your remotes real quick. It should be right here in the drawer. Let me find them. And all of your remotes were where they should have been, inside your remote holder. Turn on your TV.
Plumbing she can handle because
TV off. Just want to mention on your television, when you arrive at the campsites, first this will pull straight forward and out here to swivel. But I just want to mention, you know that this opens for your storage back here. Just want to mention, when you arrive at the campsite, back here is a little button where your cable plugs in. It turns green. Probably all you can see is the green light from in here. But when you arrive, turn that green light on. That's a digital channel enhancer, and that'll allow you to pick up more channels. There's the light for your secret storage. Close that up. Furion sound system. Use the remote on that as well. So the volume is right here. 3 zones: indoors, outdoors, or the front bedroom. AM, FM, Bluetooth, DVD, CD player. Really cool system. Fireplace. Remote for that as well. Not just for looks anymore. Yeah, I can go through and show you all the pretty colors, but the biggest thing is the heat. I'm going to shut it off. It's cranking heat off right now. If it's chilly in the morning or evenings, instead of using your gas to warm it up in here, turn this electric heater on, or electric fireplace. It will get it toasty in here in no time. Save your gas, use your electricity. All your remotes will be in here. Here's the lighting for above here. I call it a parachute pull. Pull up on that and it'll get you to recline. You have an accent light for underneath. Massage and heat. Same thing on this chair. Table. This table will lift up off the wall and come forward and set down on these lips. See, it's connected back there. It'll just come forward. Lighting for here. 110's there. Little closets. Come up your hallway. Just want to mention in your bathroom a couple things. All these accent lightings. You have a hand fan here. During travel, make sure that you have your door snap back there. Same thing on these bedroom doors. For travel, make sure that this is snapped. Come back into your bedroom. Lighting for that is here. Prepped for a TV. 110 and cable hookups up there. USB ports and 110s next to the bed. You have individual lighting here. Accent lighting. Storage under the bed. On hydraulics, so it actually stays up for you. Shut this accent light off. Your wardrobe slide. Biggest thing with that is when you get ready to close it, make sure nothing is next to the bed here. That this door is locked back. Nothing's going to impede that slide from coming in. Shut off this light. Shut off my bathroom lights. Again, making sure this door is snapped back as well. Bathroom door. Over secure up there. That about covers everything on the inside. There is your smoke alarm. Alright, let's act like we're leaving the campsite. First thing I like to do, shut off my lights, because then I can see any individual lighting I may have left on. All my lights are off throughout the unit. At this point, I will simply turn the lights back on so we can see what's going on. Doors and drawers. Let's start by closing all the doors and the drawers in the unit. Make sure nothing's going to impede our slides from coming in. Turn on our hallway light here. We're going to go to our top button here. We're going to get all the way down to awning. Slide 1, retract. Slide 1 is going to be your wardrobe slide in there. Again, make sure our doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to impede our slides from coming in. Select slide number 2, hit retract. It's okay to hear that noise. That's the slide mechanism keeping itself from going in any further. Shut off our lights and exit the unit. As you come out, make sure this exterior door is all the way open so this doesn't catch on it. Lift this up. It is strut assisted. As you see, it's floating on its own at the moment. Set it up in there nice and softly. Lock and deadbolt your exterior door. Lift and turn your handle. At this point, we're going to unhook our cable, our water, and our power. If we are dry docking, I'm going to get up in here and pull this low point drain. I'm going to find it here. There they are. It's actually easier to get to from behind your tire. Right there, that white handle. And if we're at a campsite, we'll dump these 2 low point drains. Come to our hot water heater. Lift up on this pressure release valve. That's going to release a bunch of water out of there. Once that's done, snap that back down. Otherwise your door won't close. Then you can pull your low point drain. Pull your vehicle up. Turn this back on. Raise it up, get up on your hitch. Once you're up on your hitch, hit retract all. That's going to go ahead and bring up all of the rest of your stabilizing jacks and head on up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be just in front of your tires on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. Take your hose that comes with your convenience pack, hook it up right there, come into your docking station and pull your black handle. After it sounds like that black handle is no longer draining, leave that black handle open, take your water pressure regulator, come up here to the tank flush. Hook that up with the hose at the dump station, let that run for a good 5 minutes. That's going to wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. You can close that up, close your black handle, pull your first gray, close that one, pull your other gray. Once them are both empty, unhook your hose, store it in a nice sanitary place, and head on home. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase of this Eagle. Hope you enjoy it for many years to come. Happy camping.